Welcome back to 242 Math. I am your host Raphael Thompson, and today we'll be looking at the SAT, guys. Yes, I said it, SAT. So get your pen and pencils and paper ready. We will be doing some sample questions, looking at the objectives, and you'll have 25 questions to complete. You have to work fast, so get ready, guys. Remember, you need these scores for admission to the top universities in the US. And here we go. Number 1. The recommended daily potassium intake for an adult is about 4,700 milligrams. In one day, Ray consumes 1,200 milligrams of potassium for breakfast, B, and 1,000 milligrams of potassium for dinner, D. Which of the following inequalities represents the possible number of grams Ray still needs to consume to meet or exceed the recommended daily potassium intake, P? If B, D, and P represent milligrams, circle the best answer. So you have A, B, C, or D. So the first one is 4,700 minus B plus D, and that's greater than P. The next one is less than P. The next one is greater than or equal to P, and the last one is less than or equal to P. Circle the correct answer, guys. So go ahead, look at it, and we go on to number 2. A sample of 75 university students enrolled in the education degree program produced a mean of 189 minutes. In response to the question, how many minutes do you spend studying each day? The margin of error was 5.28 minutes. Which of the following samples will most likely result in a smaller margin of error for the estimated mean time students in the education degree program study daily? Circle the answer. A, B, C, or D. Okay. A, 50 randomly selected education degree program students. B, 50 randomly selected students from all the degree programs. C, 300 randomly selected education degree program students. Or D, 300 randomly selected students from all degree programs. Circle one of those. And we move on to number 3. The scatter plot shows the relationship between the numbers from 0 to 9 that were obtained from spinning a wheel with these numbers on it 10 times. Each time the result was recorded. The line of best fit is shown. How many times did the numbers obtained from spinning the wheel differ by more than 3 from the line of best fit? Okay, so do A, B, C, or D, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Circle the right response. Got it? And we move on to number 4. The line graph shows the relationship between the height of a plant and its growth for 10 weeks. The line of best fit is shown. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the slope of the line of best fit as shown on the graph? Circle the letter. So it's A, the predicted number of weeks for every centimeter of height. B, the predicted height increase in centimeters for a period of 10 weeks. C, the predicted height increase in centimeters for a period of 1 week. D, the predicted number of weeks for 33 centimeters of growth. Circle A, B, C, or D. Yeah, notice the SAT doesn't play around. You really have to understand concepts in order to work these and apply. Number 5. The time graph shows the relationship between the height of a plant and its growth for 10 weeks based on the line of best fit. What is the predicted height of a plant after 6.5 weeks? Calculate circle the letter. Okay, and you have A, B, C, or the A 20, B 22, C 24, D 25 centimeters. Circle the correct letter. So it's just one simple calculation you have to do, then you would get that sorted. And we move on to number 6. Ray is staying at a hotel that charges $95.75 a night plus tax for a room. A tax of 12% is applied to the room rate. Which of the following represents Ray's total score for staying Y nights? Circle the letter. So you have A, $1.12 times 95.75 minus Y in bracket, or B, $1.12 times 95 $1.75 times y. C, $1.12 times 75 plus y, or D, 12 in bracket 95.75 times y. Circle the correct answer. Number 7, students must, okay, that's the objective. The question, a system of two equations and their graphs in the xy plane are shown above. How many solutions does the system have? Circle the letter. And it has A1, B2, C3, D4. Look at the graph and obtain an answer. Got it? Yeah, this one is straightforward. You just have to look. And we move on to number 8. The table below shows the preference of students at a particular high school in grades 7, 8, and 9 for vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream. Use it to answer the following. What fraction of all the students in grade 8 and 9 in the table like vanilla ice cream? Now for this, you don't have A, B, C, or D. You have to put an answer, work it, and put an answer. And they want the answer written as a fraction. Remember, I'm not reading the objectives. The objectives are at the top. You can go back and look at them. And then the sample question will go along with the objective at the top. And we move on to number 9. Students must convert, okay, that's the objective again. Let me read it. Students must convert an existing compound inequality into a different format and find a value that satisfies all conditions. And you have if negative 2 is greater than 2x minus 3, and that's greater than negative 3, what is one possible value of 6x minus 9? Here you have to work again and put an answer. So go ahead, work it, and put an answer. Remember, I am not going straight to the hard questions. I'm starting with the easy ones for you to make sure you understand basic concepts. Then you can get to the medium and the hard questions. Number 10. The table below shows the preference of students at a particular high school in grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 for vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream. Use it to answer the following. According to the table, for which grade level did the greatest percentage of students prefer vanilla ice cream? Was it A, grade 7, B, grade 8, C, grade 9, or D, grade 10? Circle the correct letter. So you must be able to look at a table, retrieve information, and work questions based on the information on the table. That's all they require you to do. And number 11, the table below shows the preference of students at a particular high school in grades 7, 8, and 9 for vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream. Use it to answer the following. Of the students in grade 9 who liked vanilla, 10 of them were selected at random to do a follow-up survey where they were asked if they prefer their ice cream served on a cone or in a cup. There were 4 who preferred cones and the others liked cups. Using the data from both the follow-up survey and the initial survey, which of the following is most likely to be an accurate statement? A, about 12 students who preferred vanilla-like cones. B, about 16 students who preferred vanilla-like cones. C, about 19 students who preferred vanilla-like cones. Or D, about 10 students who preferred vanilla-like cones. Circle the correct response. Again, we're using a table. Got it? Number 12. It costs $10 to produce 2 items. Each item is sold for $Y. Which inequality gives all the possible values of Y for which a profit will be made? A, Y is greater than 10. B, Y is less than 10. B, Y is greater than 6. C, Y is less than 6. Or D, Y is greater than 5. Circle the correct letter. And be careful with the phrasing. It must be able to give all the possible values of y for which a profit will be made. Got it? And we move on to number 13. The mean age of some boys is 9 years. The mean age of some girls is 12 years. Which of the following must be true about the mean age M of the combined group of boys and girls? A, B, C, or D? Circle the correct letter. And number 14, a local population of animals will double in size every 5 years. The population at the beginning of 2015 was 10 animals. If P represents the population n years after 2015, then which of the following equations represents the size of the population over time? A, B, C, or D? Now here, this isn't an easy problem. It's more medium and leaning towards hard. But when it's like this and you don't know how to work it, use the answers and work it, and then see which one would be correct. Use the answers. Number 15, and the figure is not drawn to scale, but in the figure above, which of the following must be true? And you have A, B, C, or D. So look at that figure and see which one of those would be correct based on what is given in the diagram, in the figure. This is really an easy problem, so you should be able to understand and work it. Remember, this is the first test. You have more to follow. Number 16. Kim's car has a gas mileage of 20 miles per gallon when the car travels at an average speed of 40 miles per hour. Her tank has 15 gallons of gas at the beginning of a trip. If she travels at an average speed of 40 miles per hour, which of the following functions F models the number of gallons of gas remaining in the tank T hours after the trip begins? And you have A, B, C, or D. Here you have to circle the correct response. And we move on to number 17. The toll rates for crossing a bridge are $6 for a car and $8 for a truck. A total of 36 cars and trucks crossed the bridge, and the total collected in tolls was $248. Solving which of the systems of equations yields the number of cars X and the number of trucks Y that cross the bridge? A, B, C, or D? So which of those would match up to the information that they give you in this question? Again, an easy question. Number 18. When a scuba diver dives in seawater to a depth of 10 feet below the surface, the pressure is 20 pounds per square inch. At a depth of 15 feet, the pressure is 22 pounds per square inch. If the pressure increases at a constant rate as you dive below the surface of the water, which of the following linear models best describes the pressure P in pounds per square inch at a depth of D feet below the surface? A, B, C, or D? Circle the correct answer. And you don't have to be an expert in diving to know this, or in pressure to know how to deal with this question. Use the information that you're given and you can work it out. Again, this is like a medium question. And we move on to number 19. The scatter plot above counts of Florida flamingos in a reserve from 1980 to 2005. Based on the line of best fit to the data shown, which of the following values is closest to the average yearly increase in the number of flamingos? A, B, C, or D? Boy, they love to throw scatter plots at you. So you must know how to deal with information based on these type of graphs. And we move on to number 20. The average image taken on the surface of the moon by a camera is 5 gigabits in size. A tracking station on Earth can receive data from a spacecraft at a data rate of 2 megabits per second for a maximum of 10 hours each day. If 1 gigabit is 1024 megabits, what is the maximum number of typical images that the tracking station could receive from the camera each day? A, B, C, or D? Circle the correct answer. So some calculations you have to do here. Don't get scared about the terms gigabits and megabits and all of that. Okay, you can work it. Number 21. You have x squared plus y squared is equal to 125 and y is equal to 2x. If xy is a solution to the system of equations above, what is the value of x squared? And you have A, B, C, or D. Circle the correct response. Algebra now, guys. So you want the value of x squared, so work it until you get x squared. Remember, you have to substitute your value for y and work it to find x squared, and that would be your answer. Now the algebra kicks in. A lot of geometry. (22) If m is a positive constant, which of the following could be the graph of y minus 1 is equal to mx plus 1 in the xy plane? A, B, C, or D? Circle the correct response. So simply use the equation they gave you there and write it in the form you need it, and then you'd be able to look at it and find information that can help you to work this. It's an easy problem. Got it? You should have the answer by now. And we move on to number 23. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to x squared plus cx minus 3, where c is a constant. In the xy plane, the graph of f intersects the x-axis at the points -1, 0, and t, 0. What is the value of c? A, B, C, or D? Circle the correct response. So here you have to use the point -1, 0 to help you to find the answer. Straightforward. You can't use t and 0, you don't know what t is. Got it? Number 24. The sketch below is a design for the roof of a shed. The figure is not drawn to scale. What is the value of sine of x? And you have fractions A, B, C, or D. Circle the correct response. And let me help you here. You know it's the roof, so you need to draw a line straight down the middle, line of symmetry for that roof, and then use the triangle to find sine of x. That's the best that I can help you with. Again, this is an easy problem. This isn't medium or hard. It's straightforward. Once you know Pythagoras. Got it? Excellent. And number 25, final question. If the diameter of a storm system d cubed over 216 is known, weather forecasters can provide an estimate for how long the storm will last. The formula is T is equal to d cubed over 216, where T is the time in hours and d is the diameter in miles. Calculate the diameter when the storm is 2 hours away. Circle the letter showing the best answer, A, B, C, or D. So just use the formula and you can work that out. Again, an easy problem. That's your final one, guys. You know what's next? Yes, here come the answers. Let's see what you got right on that one. Number 1, the answer was C. I hope you circle that. And there I show you to meet or exceed, where you have that green line. That's important, so it have to be greater than or equal to. Right away you can jump to that answer without knowing anything else. Got it? Yeah, you didn't even have to do the working for that. And we move on to number 2. The answer was C. And you need to notice, as the sample size increases, the margin of error decreases. As the variability in the population increases, the margin of error increases. So the only answer there it could have been was 300. And you can't use D because D says from all of the degree programs. So that would be too many variables. So you have to use C, where you selected from the degree program students. And 3, the answer was A. And you have here, I have on the graph, the green circles show you the numbers that are 3, differ by more than 3 from the line of best fit. So it have to be 3, more than 3 away from that line of best fit, and it will only be those 3 answers. So the answer there would be A. And we move on to number 4. The answer was B. The predicted height increase in centimeters for a period of 10 weeks. So the slope, and you must know the definition for slope is the increase in y over the increase in x. And once you know that, then the increase in y would be the height. You're talking about the height, and the increase in x would be the number of weeks. So it's the predicted height increase in centimeters for a period of 10 weeks. Again, no working. You just have to know about graphs. Number 5, the answer was B. And you have to work this one. So find 6.5, draw a line up to the line of best fit, draw it across, and when you draw it across, you have to calculate the intervals between 20 and 30. So it works out to be closest to 22. So you actually have to work this one to get an answer. Got it? Number 6, the answer was B. And you have to, if you're working with percentages, 12% of 95, 75 would be 112, 112% of 95, 75. And once you work that, the 95, 75, you have to multiply by the number of days. That's a 1 night rate. So you multiply that by the number of nights, and then you'd multiply that by 112%. Okay, number 7 was B. And again, where they intersect would be the information that the solutions you're looking for. So they only intersect at 2 places. So it would have to be 2 for this. The intersection shows you where the solutions are. Number 8. And they say what fraction of all the students in grade 8 and 9 like vanilla. So go to 8 and 9, 13, 16, and then go to the totals for 8 and 9, 34, 38. So then you add, you get 13, 16 is 29, 34, 38 is 72, 29 over 72. That's your answer for the fraction. You must be able to isolate the information you need and then use it to answer questions like this. Number 9. Okay, so when you work it, you want to multiply by 3 to get 6x minus 9 in the middle. So when you multiply by 3, you would get negative 6 must be So what numbers are in between -6 and -9? -7 or -8. Any one of those would be the answer. Again, here you had to work the answer, but you can work it. Any one of those. Number 10, C was the answer again. And here you had to isolate information again. They want to know for which grade level did the greatest percentage of students prefer vanilla. So you work it for each grade level, and you would get 30, 38, 42, 40 in percentages. And then the highest one would be 42. That's grade 9. So simply work it. I just did grade 9 for you with the green circle, show you the numbers you would be using for vanilla and then the totals. Number 11 was B. And here you have to use the fact that they said 4 of the students prefer cones from the survey out of 10, so that's 40%. That's a percentage would be 40, and then use that percentage to find for the total. So it works out to be 15.6. So that'll be about 16 students who preferred vanilla ice, who preferred vanilla like cones. And number 12, the answer was D. It's straightforward. If it costs $10 to produce 2 items, for each item it's $5. So you must, to make a profit, each item must be greater than $5 in order for you to make a profit. So that's straightforward. That would be the best answer, okay? Number 13, the answer was D. If you have the mean age is 9 for the boys and is 12 for the girls, when you combine them, the mean cannot be lower than 9 and it cannot be higher than 12. That's a given fact that you need to know. So from the answers given there, the best answer would be D. Okay, it cannot be less than 5. 9 is less than the mean, which is less than 12. So it has to be in between 9 and 12. Number 14, C. And you had to use the fact that it doubles every 5 years. So once you stick in one of the values, say we put in 10 and work each answer, then the one that works out would be the correct answer. So use the answers and work it. So it had to be C. When you put in n is 10, it worked to be 40. So here you work smart, just use the answers and you would get it. Number 15, because x, the angle there at the top, x, is equal to that one at the bottom, when you look at it, it has to be corresponding, that angle at the bottom is corresponding to the x in green. So the lines have to be parallel, HM and EF must be parallel in order for that to be true. Okay, number 16. 1 mile would give you 2 gallons per hour. So for T miles is 2T. So if you want to see what amount of gas remains after she has 15 gallons in it at the beginning of the trip, it would be D, 15 minus 2T. And number 17, you have to know x plus y is equal to 36. That's the first thing. And then $6 for the rest. So 6x plus 8y would be equal to 248. That's the system of equations that you would be using. All the rest would be incorrect. Okay, and that goes straight back to the information they give you. Number 18, the answer was B. And you need to know that the pressure would be equal to 0.4 D plus 16, and you can use any one of them, 10 feet to 20 pounds or 15 to 22 to work it, to put the numbers in and work it when the depth is 0 to find B, to find a constant. Okay, number 19, the answer was C, and here the increase was 500, and you have to divide that by 25 years, and the answer worked out to be 20. So for this one, the answer is C. And you're using that based on the line of best fit. Number 20, the answer was A. and 1 second was 2 megabits. So you for 10 hours a day, that would be 72,000 megabits divided by 1024, so you get 14.06, so it's close to 14. So that's how come you work that one. And number 21, you have to substitute y is equal to 2x into x squared plus y squared is equal to 125, and you work it down until you get 5x squared is equal to 125. Then you get x squared is equal to 25. Stop there. That's your answer. Okay, just substitute what they give you into it and work it. Notice they don't want an answer for x, they want for x squared. So when you reach there, you can stop and find and circle the correct answer from that. Number 22.